What does it mean to me to work and grow as a professional at Independence Care System? It means the ability to change the narrative in how people see me as a person of the lived experience.
It meant that my dream came true. I've always been a person who wanted to become a career woman, and ICS gave me that opportunity when they hired me.
So why is it important to us to have colleagues with physical disabilities? Reason number one, having colleagues who have disabilities is because it makes us a better organization. The second reason is we are an organization that serves people with physical disabilities. And so for us to be able to provide services to people who have disabilities, we need to have people on our staff who can help advise and train and teach us about what that means and how to do it effectively.
You can see firsthand how our colleagues, they interact and how they can be able to work, because you can see here how easy it is for them when you have the right equipment or software. And I'm proud to know that ICS has always been a pioneer providing that accommodation for our staff.
Have I faced any challenges in finding employment prior to ICS? Oh yes. I was rejected for a lot of the positions I had applied for. And a lot of it was because of lack of experience. And I didn't find a culture where I felt like I would be welcomed. Even at the library, I applied for a position there. And because it lacked accessibility, I wasn't able to get the job.
I was able to land the interviews, but I think that the employers became intimidated by the fact that I came in a wheelchair opposed to an individual of the able-bodied experience, and so they looked at me as a liability opposed looking at me for what I'm able to bring to the table.
How important is it to have people with disabilities working at ICS and sharing their lived experiences and collaborating with staff while fulfilling ICS's mission?
This is the first place that I've worked that has been truly mission-driven. And what that means is anytime we're making decisions for the organization, the first question we ask is, how is this going to impact our members? Whether we're relocating an office, or we're reorganizing a team, or we're having to go remote during the pandemic, all of those decisions are made first through the lens of how it's going to impact our members. And that's what it means to be mission-driven. And it's incredibly rewarding to work in an organization that's really focused on what is it we're doing here, and what we're doing here is supporting our members.
Why do I feel ICS is an inclusive, diverse community? I believe that we're an inclusive organization because we have experience in our willingness to hire individuals with disabilities.
So the hiring and providing accommodation to people with disabilities, it is challenging because there are a lot of federal, state, and city laws that are at play, and many of us in the human resources field are not attorneys, and we may not feel like we're experts at reading the law and understanding the law, so it can feel overwhelming, but the truth is it's a pretty basic concept which says if this person can do the core functions of this job, you can work around the edges about any accommodation that they might need. And if you kind of boil it down to something that basic and understand that perhaps this person needs a different schedule, or perhaps this person needs to work in a different environment, or maybe they need an adaptive device on their computer. Like, these are very minor things that any organization can implement without a lot of effort and without a lot of cost. And what it means is you now have a hugely diverse organization that all of the research tells us diverse organizations are more effective, they are more successful, they're more creative,